there's a bias in China that there's a bias and an insecurity about the things from the West in China. If it's Western, it's necessarily good, but we also don't like it. Um, you could graduate from a community college, last in class from a community college. And as long as you go back to China and go, ha, degree from the US, people go, at the same time, there's a deep insecurity that China has that is absent in Taiwan. It is absent in Japan, and maybe Japan not so much. Absent in Japan, absent in Singapore. It's a completely different China. There's an insecurity of that stems from entitlement. We're the biggest country in the world. We're the this. We're Chinese. We're the Middle Kingdom. We're the barrier between heaven and earth. And how is it that these weird, irritating adolescent children who live in America, who is all the population of America, how are they on top of the world? This is bullshit, man. And I say that, because I think it's actually a good way of looking at Americans. As a country, we're adolescents. We're loud, we're brash, we're noisy, we're irritating. And when we fight and we argue, which happens to be all the time, we're really public about it. But it's not a bug, it's a feature. Every generation and a half or 2 generations, when the reality of who we are doesn't match up with our idealism, because we are the most idealistic people in the world. When the reality doesn't match up with our idealism, we have a very loud and very public conniption. And we argue back and forth about who we are and who we're supposed to be. And every so often, we pick up arms and we go to war against each other, like we did in the Civil War.